The graveyard was quiet, but the angels were screaming. My name is Mark, and for 2 years, I was the night security guard at a large parish with an old, sprawling cemetery. The graveyard shift was always the easiest part of the job. Cold, quiet, and predictable. I'd walk the same path, my flashlight beam cutting through the thick, damp air, illuminating the rows of silent headstones and the carved stone figures that watched over them. One night, as I passed the main mausoleum, I noticed something off about the angel statue that stood at its entrance. Its head, usually bowed in prayer, seemed to be tilted ever so slightly to the right. I dismissed it as a trick of the flickering light, the way shadows play with your eyes at 3 a.m. I shook my head and kept walking. I circled back 30 minutes later, a cold feeling now settling in my stomach. The angel's hands, which were clasped tightly together, now looked like they had a small gap between them. It was subtle, too subtle to be anything other than my mind playing tricks. I shone the light directly on the statue, and nothing was different. Still, I couldn't shake the growing sense of dread. I stopped near the oldest section of the graveyard, where a cluster of saints stood guard. The air grew colder. My flashlight beam landed on a statue of a saint kneeling in prayer. Its face was a familiar portrait of serene devotion. I looked away for a moment, listening to the soft rustle of leaves. When I turned my light back, the saint's face was no longer serene. The stone features were now pulled into a subtle expression of raw terror. The mouth was open just enough to suggest a silent scream. Its eyes, once closed in peaceful reverence, were now wide open, staring at something just over my shoulder. A shiver, this one not from the cold, ran down my spine. The fear was real, and it wasn't just on the statue's face. I slowly backed away, my flashlight shaking in my hand. From behind me, in the silent, empty graveyard, I heard the faint, heavy scrape of stone on stone.